Well, we're still in the window, and we're still absolutely freezing, so the body warmer is out, as today, we're in the window still. We've got to try and get some business done. We don't have much money left, not as much as I actually thought, so signings may be a little bit tricky, but we're going to try and waffle our way to maybe one or two, and of course, we need to get the results to go with it. Yes, people, welcome back to episode number 7 of season number 6 of this FIFA 23 Grimsby Town to Glory save here on the MWS channel. If you're new around here and haven't been here before, and you haven't seen any of this series, you can go ahead and watch them all. There's a playlist in the I button. There's a video link to the previous one in the I button. You can go to it on the channel, and if you're on the channel and you haven't been here before, hit the subscribe button as well as the like one on these videos. It really does help us. As you can see, we're going to dive straight into things today. We've got the standings. We are 4th in the division. Dropped off of Middlesbrough by 1 loss to 1 win that they've got. I'm still not too disheartened. We're going well for the majority. Also, as I always start these videos now because it's the World Cup, I have Morocco and Croatia on the phone just down here. As the calendar, I'm going to see, of course, you might see right there, we're out of the Cup. We're out of the FA Cup, which is disappointing. We're off the back of 4 unbeaten after the 5-0 thumping of Blackburn, which isn't good. As we go to Reading, who are bottom of the league first, away from home. We beat them 4-0 last time. Before deadline day, Burnley, the derby against Hull, and Fulham, which is a horrific lineup to have, I must add, as Barnsley and Bristol, I don't know if we get onto them, because February isn't really packed, so we could simulate through almost a whole month. But of course, deadline day, we're hoping to make things happen. As there's 2 players that actually take my catch my eye, should I say, on this list. We've got the likes of Jacob Brown, who I'm kind of moving away from. Even though it's pre-contract, I don't want to get 2 pre-contract strikers in. I want to look at a budget that we have next season and try and sign with that one, as we've got Santiago Castro. But these 3 actually catch my eye. We've got Gabriel Osho of Luton Town, Badr Said of Rochdale, the Moroccan, watching Morocco play, and Jose Paradella of River Plate. The only thing that gets me is his age. They're both 29, these 2, so even though potentially cost a little bit and he won't go in the first team, Badr Said would be a good sign, I think, if we can get him from lower league for a little bit cheap. I know it's another centre-back, but it looks very promising. He looks very promising as a player, so we will offer 1.9 to Rochdale. Or can we offer a little bit less plus like a sell-on clause? I think that'd be quite decent. 10% sell-on clause on him, as they want Liam Cox in the deal. I'm going to straight away turn that down because there's no way I'm getting rid of him. He's off the list. I mean, we do have loan players who are centre-backs as well, so we've got a lot at the club. So that swings me towards Jose Paradella, 29 years old, but of course that central midfielder, as we are looking for one, the only thing that's going to get me on this guy is potentially the cost. The Argentine making the switch to English football quite late in his career. As can we offer 4 million? Is that acceptable? Can we actually offer a little bit less to start off with? If he doesn't walk away, might be decent. Their manager looking very slick. As I want Tommy Shepherd in the deal. What is with everyone wanting our players today? I mean, I know we're in decent form, but it's not happening. As to say yes to 3 3/4 million. This could be a very decent bit of business for a 75 overall rating. Shows you that the South American leagues, you can pick up a few gems. As of course he'll go into central midfield, not on a wing, as rotational. He wants crucial. Can we counter with important? No. Adamant on crucial. We'll give him it, even though Cookie's gonna put up a fight with him. And of course Flynn Down's the same. As 13. He wants a goal bonus. 13.5. I think that's actually reasonable, you know. It's less than what he's on, as he wants to step it up to 14. I will accept it, because that is a big signing. And another South American player in Jose Paradella. What a playmaker. Maybe slightly, ever so slightly moving out the bounds of realism, but of course, we did need another central midfielder, and we didn't have too much money to do it with, so I'll take it. He can come on that bench as Eccles is unhappy with that signing. Alex Mowat should be as well, but he's not, because Paradella is -1 when he's in the team, but I think he's going to train there. I don't know what that says about his business this season. Of course, we had no objective of keeping in much money, as we haven't. It was really about not over-expending the wage budget, as the growth is 3. I don't know what 3 means. Is that 3%? I don't know what that means. It's fighting for promotion we're doing. Youth players within 2 seasons, 4 players. We probably need to get on that a little bit more. And of course, we've completed the brand exposure, which is brilliant now. So, the window isn't over in terms of keeping players. As you can see, Randers in for Fete, but I think it is over in terms of signings. Fete finally goes through with one of these deals and will depart the club. He's going over to, I think it is Denmark. I'm not too sure though, as scout report's still back. You can see Tyrese Simpson we're taking a look at. Played him at the Terriers plenty of times, as you're a big player, Tommy. And, what's this? No, Tommy Shepherd is fit, but I'm going to say this isn't all about you. It's made him unhappy. I don't know what I'd do with Goodwin, or Godwin even, as this is the team that we're going to be playing for this first game against Reading. Simulated, I must add, as we've got Southwood in the goal, starting with, of course, Dylan Pritchard, Papetti, Shepherd, Scales and Glennon. I'm really enjoying this defence at the moment, with Paradella straight in, alongside Down. So you just start straight away with Reggie Stone in attacking midfield. Ilayouf and Christian Saidi are the partnership up top together. So I'm very happy with how this team is going at the moment. I mean, yes, we haven't got a win in 4, but still, not too bad. A snowy day in Reading, as we've lost 2-0 to bottom of the league. Tetek and the number 35, I remember, with both goals. That is shameful. So what can I even think to that? The ratings have gone down big time now from the board. Sergio Martinez getting some scout reports back. Norman's progressed. He's one player I think who will be going out though, as disappointed, maybe not quite ready yet. Don't beat yourself up about it, I'll say, as Reggie Stone. I expect top performances, because it seems like we didn't get one there, losing, dropping to bottom of the playoffs when we should be competing near the top. It's a good job we've got Burnley and Fulham and Hull to play today, because they're teams all around us and we need to step it up. 4 points, should I say, off second, off automatics, which we were holding down for quite a while. What are the top team now on? Nottingham Forest, 65 points. They've run away with it by 10. That defeat to them wasn't too nice for us, was it? As we've got to be better now against Burnley. As I am also going to dip into the academy now on deadline day, and I'm going to try and promote Max Swift now, just to try and hopefully up it with the board, which it hasn't, and loan list him, because then of course we can get him some more experience out at another side. Loan listing a lot of youth, as I'm going to keep Knowles out on loan as well. Ben Knowles is doing superbly over in the Portuguese leagues. He's 71 rated. That's almost Tommy Shepherd level. It took him a loan to Ibiza and a little bit more game time to get to 72. As we'll keep on simming. Sepp van der Berg moving to Florentina behind my head for 20 million. Franco Fagundes leaving Birmingham City. That's a big one. Still, despite our early promising season, no one wants to sign any of us players, which is kind of a good thing. As now, Harvey Cartwright's one that I don't mind getting out, because again, we have a good academy player that can step in his place. So I'll accept that one straight away. We got him on a free. It hasn't really worked out for him, has it? So we will let him depart the club. I think it's in both interests. As this is a big one, however, though. Bologna, they want Reggie Stone, and it's good money. Of course, we're still a playoff side as it stands. Where are they in the Italian leagues? I've got to check. Did just do a quick skim to see if they're in Europe. They're not. As are they challenging really high up in this league? Are they not even in the top division anymore? They're not. They're in the second. Yes, they're flying quite well in the second division. But if you think I'm selling Reggie Stone to a Serie B side, you've got another thing coming. Yes, it's good money. But no, it is not happening. Yes, it's good money and you should probably let players go when it's good money like that, but no chance. It's not good enough of a team to actually let him go. I think he'd rather stay at Grimsby. I know I would, and I know I'd say that about a lot of teams, of course, as Cartwright does leave. But that's one I just really don't see happening. As now we can finally promote the next goalkeeper to come through and get a little bit of experience alongside Allsop and Southwood, and his name is Curtis Wright. Very impressed with that. We're doing rather well with the academy, and I say rather well. I think we're doing very well with the academy as we're looking at some decent players. Why didn't he pop up earlier? As the Portuguese league is something that is intriguing me at the moment as well, but we can't focus on that. All we can focus on now between the end of the season is getting into that Premier League. We want to give it us all, as we've got to definitely start with Burnley. These are going to be a rough and rugged side who, of course, we've already lost to this season, as we've got more players than I actually like, but I don't care really. Liam Lindsay's dropping out quite far. I don't know how Matty Pollock gets into this side, because the other players are higher rated and just playing better. That's honestly poor, and I think although it did lose to bottom of the league, I've got to play this lineup. I don't think there's any changes I can really make, so we're going to trust the boys as much as we can to do it against the Clarence. Burnsley's team: Edson Martins, Ben Johnson, Bobby Thomas, Igor Zulbadia as the captain, Kim Jin-soo, Alvaro Gomez, Fiorentina in the midfield, with our Conte Manuel Roberto supporting Yaziki as the sole striker, who did do well against us last time. Don't want, but need a good result against them this time, although all the time when I say need, we never really pull through, do we? So I'm going to say I want one, as Gleno is rounded straight away, chasing them back, and Southwood with an early save. That really wasn't great play from us, cannot lie, as Pradella, the new number 19, chasing his man shot from the corner. So I've got to be in front of him, mate. Come on, you've got to adjust to these English leagues rather quickly. As the ball into the centre of the field, onto the edge of the box, Roberto Florentino, should I say, just wide. Very unfortunate for them, as Gleno to head it down into Tommy Shepherd, now through the middle onto Flynn Downs. Saidi is going to hold onto this one, but he's actually going to lose it, as he's talking about Alex Mart's retirement. Good luck to him in his later days, as that's a ball around the corner of Tommy Shepherd. Got to be good defensively as he does. He steps in there very well. He loves his long sleeves, and he loves a long interception with them long legs, as Paradella to play a 1-2 right there, and a ball through onto Ilayof. He's got a bit of a gap, and of course he's got pace. He's got away from the defender. That's why we signed him, for that little burst as he puts a ball towards Gleno. Of course, Anthony Glennon against his former club, as we've got a 3-on-2 really here. We've got to be steady as that ball played behind Dylan Pritchard. You've got to be quicker. Manuel is quick, but we've got to be quicker than him, as that's a shot coming in from Burnley. Good block. Of course, if we lose this one, as place in the table is a little bit in jeopardy, as we've got to keep chasing. Kim Jin-soo down that line. He gets the ball back in the middle, and he doesn't really know where to go here with it. He gets it in behind of us, and a big save, Southwood. In fact, the whistle had gone as a pass behind Gleno, and Saidi to put that through onto Reggie Stone. He's staying at the club. Can he stay with a bang? Goes with a little ball roll inside. Goes for the shot off the post. It was brilliant work from Reg. Deserved a goal. That was brilliant, as Roberto, and this isn't brilliant, coming across his Liam Scales. He's still got around him, and Southwood with the save. I tell you what, it's Grimsby against Burnley on paper, but it's an exciting game. And we've still got to be a little bit careful, as no one going short from this one. Head that away at the near post as they've won it, and Southwood with a save. Ball scrambled. He's got it at his feet as Luke, as he hammers it away. Not a bad kick. Still doesn't reach one of our players, as we've got to be resolute defensively again. Flicked backwards. Now flicked back again. We've got to make sure we're in the way of the players. They've just got him through, and they've got the shot off, and it's 1-0 to the Clarence. It's too easy for Roberto. Not good. Really not great, as he just skipped past us. Easy work. Just pulled away from Andrea Papetti it was. And now, Burnley hold a big advantage. In the grand scheme of things, I think they have been better, but we shouldn't have let that happen, as we've got the pass off now in the middle to Paradella, out wide into Dylan Pritchard. He's got the run of Ilayof in behind. If he can reach him, he's got the acceleration. But has he got the control? No, but he wins a corner. There we go. Get the Mariners up for that, please. As, of course, get them up, as in the box as well. Crowd the goalkeeper. Crowd him, please, as we're going to whip this in near post. It wasn't a bad corner. Still, there's a man on the deck. Paradella, the Argentine, to strike. Oh! I thought it was in. Very unlucky as the ball hammered up. It's going to be half-time any second here. Flynn Downs not even challenging. That's what's been up with us in this first half. Got to get better in the second. Andrea Papetti now. Ball straight into Pritchard. We've got to get forward straight off the bat and start playing as we've lost the ball immediately. Yaziki is running away from Tommy Shepherd a little bit. Papetti to come across as we've slid in there. Not really got any connection to the ball. We can't go behind by 2. That's a no-no. As a header from Papetti. At least he playing well a little bit against Burnley this game. Although he let go of his man. Burnley's just his boga team, isn't it? As it's talking about Axelson again. Don't care. As all I care about is maybe getting a goal back here. Terrible pass. As we don't keep hold of it. There's now Roberto with a couple of ball rolls across. Passes straight into Papetti, however. And straight up onto Ilayof. Down the side into Pritchard. We've got to run through there. Who hit Ilayof and Reggie Stone's found a gap. Here he is. Can he score on the game? He's staying. He cannot. And that was a gift of a chance, you know. Telling us to take side E off. I'm not going to do that at all. I think the change I am going to make is not Reggie just yet, but Paradella. He's not been bad, but I'm just going to say this game hasn't been for him. I'll use that as an excuse. As we're going to try and whip this and we're going to get us men to run from the edge of the box. Of course, we want that big in-swinger. Alex Moore, he's just come on. He's going to take the corner. It wasn't a bad one. Tommy Shepherd, ready to strike. Fortunate enough, he couldn't really get on it as Flynn Downs and Gleno. Why did he communicate a bit better than that? Running through the middle. Reggie Stone's there again. This is another gap for Reg. He's got a chance here. He's going to go for it inside and he scores. I have no idea how that's gone into the near post. But Reg wheels off in celebration. Level again. We couldn't lose this game and it looks like we're not going to. Get Coxey on now. As that was squeezed in at the near post of the keeper. Martins will be very disappointed with himself. But we're not. 1 apiece. Very pleased. There's a ball in behind right here as well onto Yaziki. As we're trying to watch him back. Said his name a bit funny there. Ball in the middle. Why is none of his defence going to... This is stupid. Where is his defence? I'm sorry, I want to sell all 3 of them. Have we got no communication at the back? Yes, Tommy Shepherd stepped out, but Scales is there. But he's not there. He's had a howler. Now we find ourselves behind after just trying all that time to get the leveller. We're going to fall out of the playoffs. We actually are, and it's very upsetting that we're going to admit it, as well as Coxey into Cullen. We've thrown both of us backup strikers now onto the field in hopes of maybe just them getting a touch on something. Saidi and Iliof wasn't great in this one. Burnley, the bogey team, but Flynn Downs! It's bounced off! How's it offside? Let's have another look. Oh, it was miles off, actually. It was miles off, but again, it came off the goalkeeper. He didn't save it correctly. That's just our luck. There's 3 minutes added on, however, which is quite a bit, as Coxey, of course, hasn't scored in a while, tries a skill. And I'm sorry, game mechanics, but their defender didn't touch the ball at all, but he managed to tackle Coxey. I'm not going to even question it, but I am going to question the team. We've lost the game to Burnley, which is a horrific defeat. And somehow we survived. Bristol City just not picking up points, as we're not doing the same as well, so I can't really say that against them. Burnley go into the top 2. Middlesbrough still with the game in hand, so it's made our job a lot more difficult, which I don't admire, as it's Hull City up next. This will be equally as tricky. Derby day. I have gone ahead and made a couple of changes for this one. Ilayof asking to play. I'm sorry, I didn't see enough about you in that last game, so he is starting on the bench. You're rotational anyway, as I'm going to go with Coxey in the lineup. Alex Mowat, experienced in the Championship. I think we need that over Paradella right now, as Matty Pollock comes into the defence as Shepherd shuffles across. Really wasn't impressed by Scales making that error. It's one that should be completely out of his game, as this is a fight for the playoffs. Away at the KCOM. And the chance of City of Culture going round from Hull, that was a bit ago, as Emiliano Bernard, Javier Simmons, Alfie Jones, Jacob Greaves and Amar Dedick. I think it's 4 at the back with Greg Doherty and Regan Slater sitting. Morente, Cynic, Ozan Tufan supporting Tete. And still yet to see Alia returning a Hull City shirt, which is quite the surprise, as Coxey getting his first start in absolutely ages. Can he start scoring again? Or actually passing to his designated passing buddy, I'm going to say. That's just a weird way of putting it, as Pollock's rounded rather easily there. Papetti coming across to make a tackle, and Tommy Shepherd being the one to get it away. He's always the clearer, as we've lost the ball in a dangerous position again. This ain't good. Where's Anthony Glennon? It's 1-0 already to Hull. We're going to absolutely finish in the bottom three. I can tell with the way we're playing at the moment. That is horrific. Defending on show. Honestly, I could throw up. I could be sick. Just a ball straight through right there, and Southwood, absolutely no chance. 1-0 down on Derby Day straight away is just the biggest embarrassment of all. As Coxey, you've got to be better than you usually are, mate. You've got to step it up a bit more now. I trusted you in this lineup. I thought you knew the passion of this derby. Obviously not. Now you've messed up 2 passes. This wasn't even great in the slightest, as Tufan is retiring apparently. As we've got to watch him here with Pollock, the straight rounders. Tackle in, however, still. And we haven't managed to skip away from his man. We've lost it again. Blasted straight at us. Saidi almost got the little breakaway there, but he didn't. As a ball tried to be played around us, we've managed to pick it up. And a couple of good passes. As it's now on to Alex Mowat. He's got Coxey in front of him. He needs to try and make a better run than that. Alex Mowat's still going. He's still going. Pass across. He's miles offside. I'm going to take him off already. He really hasn't proven to me that he's an actual Grimsby player so far. As here is Coxey with a little turn away. Tried to get the ball through that gap, but he just could not, as now we've lost it. And we're backpedaling a little bit. It's through. It's a power shot. And Andrea Papetti had to be in the way of it. Corner ball for the Tigers. Coxey at the near post. Why have we got the smallest man at the near post? And the strikers. Why have we got the strikers marking the men who are obviously going to get the ball? That's a shocking decision, as Pritchard is bodied. A good save. Rebounds in. Pritchard got bodied. 2-0 down in the derby. This is shambles. It's actually not funny anymore. Nah, it's not funny. Just too easy. That's the captain as well. That's the defender. I tell you what, we stand no chance against Fulham, as that's a foul. Of course, nothing given. Oh, we've got to score 3 goals in this game. It's actually laughable. As Reggie Stone has the ball. He's going to give it down the line now into Coxey, who gets no run from Pritchard. Now he does. Pass that inside. This is good football. Saidi across. Taps it in. That's an important goal before half-time. We're going to skip it because, of course, it doesn't mean anything at the minute. We're not winning. At least we've got a little bit of a lifeline before the break, as am I going to be made to eat them words right here. Skipped past us as Tufan. He's got a bit of an angle. Gets his shot off. Flynn Downs to clear. Up to Coxey, who's been woeful. And that is the whistle. I'm not going to Well, I've over-exaggerated, but I'm not going to just be too bad and change the whole lineup, which I really feel I could. I'm going to opt with the same team, because these boys have put us in this mess. They're getting us out. And if they don't, then I've got a big decision come the next time with the lineup in the next game. As Matty Pollock, he's not had a welcome return back into this lineup. He's actually not got injured. When he doesn't get injured, it's because he doesn't actually mark his man. As there's a run through the middle, and Tommy Shepherd, of course, is the one stepping forward. He's the youngster showing promise, as Reggie Stone round the corner. He got the assist for the goal, as Gleno with the run. Coxey, not the tallest of players, but he's at the near post. He decides not to run in the end. Ball fizzed behind Pritchard right there, as we'll just get it as it falls down. And the pass off, as we're going to run through the gap right here. Alex Mowat. Reggie's in front, and he's got a gap. What a ball from Alex Mowat. That's why he's in the team. Reggie, I tried the power shot, but he took a horrific touch before he did. Honestly, it just doesn't work. Game ain't going our way, as we've got a lucky bounce there, however. Maybe it is. Ball into Coxey. Reggie's offside. He's not anymore. That's close to his man. Still, we've managed to keep the ball. Flynn Downs, Alex Mowat. Now Pritchard's through this gap. We've got it into him. Drag it back into Alex Mowat. Try to get away. As I might try actually 3 at the back instead of 5 for the last couple of minutes here. Haven't made that change just yet, as we've got the ball on the edge. Maybe we don't have to. There's a run through the middle right here. And it's Alex Mowat. It's the equaler on Derby Day. We'll celebrate that because we were 2-0 behind. Could this be a turnaround though? I'm going to be greedy and say I want all 3 points. Elayof to come on at the end. I might actually put Cullen alongside him. That's a brilliant goal. Yeah, why not? We've gone with 270 rated strikers. Yes, low rated. but Cullen and Ilaiof just for the last couple of minutes. Fresh legs is important as Gleno's up for this one now. We should all be. This is a brilliant comeback so far. As can we slot that in behind? Unlucky, Reggie. I know it is only level, but I'm actually quite happy with this because on Derby Day, very difficult to come back. And we've done it in some fashion so far. However, the game's not over. What a save from Southwood. And we've put it behind. Pritchard's not had a great game, but at least he's cleared that one. Ibrahimi Diarra to come onto the field. We've got to defend this corner, however. It's flicked on into the middle. Southwood with a brilliant read as he wants us away straight away. That's good from our goalkeeper. He wants all 3 points, which we all should. As Cullen tried to step away and couldn't get his pass off. We've got to watch the man in behind. I think Shepherd had it covered. Matty Pollock. That's brilliant work from him. Straight on to Anthony Glennon. Ball forward through the gap onto Ilaiof. As Gleno... No, Ilaiof! That's an easy pass! Why are we not making it? As now we've lost the ball in a dangerous position. Across the back line, through the middle, and Matty Pollock again is the one to read it. We could have had a counter at the end, but we've messed it up. Final score on Derby Day. It's a eventful game. 2-2. Got a point, but it's still not a win. I think it was a decent effort, and we do stay in the playoffs. That draw has kept us in the playoff positions, which of course is good. Need more games. Rely on you when it matters most, I'll say, as Ilaiof. But I probably could have contributed me more. You have to challenge yourself. I'm going to be a bit harsh on him because he should have done. Final pass could have made all the difference as Fulham are up next. I've had a position change. I'm guessing it's the youth academy. No one over 60 rated at the moment. Marshall's gone to 60. 15-year-old, not too bad. Got a slow but steady academy. All the over 60s are promoted as it stands. As we make a change in the defence? I mean, Scales is on that bench waiting, but Matty Pollock actually did do well, so we'll keep him in. Alex Moore did do well as well. He scored the equaliser, and Coxey... No. Just no. Didn't work out for him, so Ilaiof and Saidi until Ben Wayne comes back. I think, at the moment, as Fulham at home, this could grab us a little bit of a catch-up couple of points, because we've really fallen off of it. 61 points. 5 points off Burnley. We're even 4 points off Fulham. We can't catch them even if we win. But we've got to win. And let's have a look at the starting 11 for Fulham. It's Jiri Pavalenka with Hakon Evgen, Nicholas Tao, Sebastian Borneo, Juan David Cabral, Andreas Pereira. He's actually stepped back a bit in the midfield with Verman, Adams, Paulo Otavio, Tillman and Yonal. That's a strong lineup. A very strong team, which I don't remember looking like that before, but hey-ho, here we go as Pritchard with a very decent little flick on from his man right there. Into Reggie Stone. Reggie Stone into Anthony Saidi as Anthony Saidi tries to give it to the side of him, but we've already misplaced a pass. Not a big fan of that, however, Alex Moore's got it back here, and he'll pass it straight through the middle. That's a good ball, and we squeeze it through, and he's under the keeper. It's a poor shot from Saidi, but we lead against Fulham immediately. Now, Fulham's not usually the team you get an early goal against. We've got to treasure it. Gotta say, I'm very happy with how we've just scored that goal. Easy little running behind, and a pass underneath the keeper. Absolutely love it. His 16th in 30 games. Had a little bit of a slow patch, but his whole team has, because we haven't been winning games. As Dylan Pritchard threw that gap onto Reggie Stone, who's got the ball now. Ilaiof played a bit in the build-up as Saidi's threw a little bit there. Ilaiof jumps towards it. Not a bad move, as that's surely a foul on us. Yes, I know their man was on the deck, but we got a little clip on us at the edge of the box as they've kept us onside. We need to flick that behind with the header. We don't. Papetti heads it inside. Ilaiof almost scored just over the injured man. That would have been controversial. Luckily enough for us, though, it isn't, as Matty Pollock forward through that gap. A little cutaway there from Alex Moore as Reggie's in behind, but we'll try and pass it down the wing, which we failed to do. Lost the ball into Enes Yonal. Easy read, though. Flynn Downs gives it inside. Now Ilaiof again, who will flick that over the top into Pritchard. That's a good ball inside as well. That's a good ball behind into Ilaiof. This is fluid. This is football. Where has this been the last 2 games? Or the last 3 counting Reading? Honestly, we play this good here against a good team, but we struggle against the others. Really happy with how that were played. As a ball in the middle, almost going to them, but We're in the gap as Matty Pollock. That acceleration ain't normal. Definitely not. I don't get why we don't get that in other games. Why is he only doing it when we're 2-0 up? As NSU now getting the pressure put on him. Still trying to just pile it on them. Easy read there through the middle. Flynn down. So we're going to pass this away. Reggie Stone over the top. Ilayoff's got pace. Can he get away from his defender? He does. Ilayoff on an angle, so he's going to power it across and just wide. It's Matty Pollock with the ball right here. Gustus Tillman. I think that's his first name. Not too sure on that though. We get a tackle on him. I thought we'd kept the ball in, but we didn't. Good result so far. Need to make sure we keep it. So now we're 2-0 up again. The sun really coming out now, IRL. As we've read that ball there with Tommy Shepherd, but we've still lost it, and it's a pass around the corner, you know. Good save, Southwood. Get rid of that, please, Pritchard. I thought we were going to get a goal conceded there, and I do not want them doing what we did to Hull. That would be calamitous, as it's another derby up next, which, of course, we're going to back up this game in, because I think we will simulate it, as we've got to come across and try and make a tackle. It's straight through the middle, though. Straight onto Luke Southwood, who's going to throw that ball straight over the top into Flynn Downs. Saidi needs to run in behind as he does here. He shrugged the defender off a little bit. Saidi cuts inside, goes for a shot. Almost fell to Ilayoff, who, to be fair, I think was offside. It's Matty Pollock with the ball forward through that gap. That's a bad foul, referee. Cynical. Yellow card, please. Yes, we get that to Cabal. There's now Alex Moa. I'm going to put Panadolera. Oh, I've even forgot his name already on in a minute. If Moa don't score this, as that was a good shot. Very good, but I do want to actually make some rotations. I don't think the game is won, don't get me wrong. I want to see a good performance from Coxey, and Paradella I want to see shine a little bit more, because of course he stepped it out for 2 games now, and he was his new signing at the start of today. He's not out of the team already. He can't be signed and then out of the team in the same episode. That would be shameful, as we've got to cross this in well. A bit close. No, it's not close to the keeper. It's close to Matty Pollock. It was very unfortunate as we've still kept the ball. Tommy Shepherd across the back line. Paradella making a run, but he still couldn't get the ball as they've got Coventry next. They should bounce back with the winners. Gleno with a good ball in. Why is it not controlled inside? It does now when we can poke it in. A bit frustrated how we couldn't control him straight away though. Still, good finish. We shouldn't complain as much as what a delicious ball from Gleno. Inviting, and that is just a finish into the bottom corner. Perfecto as Pritchard immediately takes the ball back, as well as Coxey will look over the top looking for Reggie Stone. Just hooked away from him, however. Unlucky. As Tommy Shepherd to receive the ball, and he's going to keep running forward right here. He's got the option over the top of Reggie Stone, who's going to flick that on with a back heel just behind Coxey for once. It's not our number 9's fault. As we've lost the ball, still almost the end of the game. 3-0 against Fulham, who were above us now. Honestly, what a result it's going to be, as I should have been 4. Unfortunate with that pass as a header on. Here's Reggie Stone over the top into Saidi again. Bounces off, almost bounces to Coxey. We won't get a third substitution through, which was going to be Louis Reeves at left wing back. But still, sorry mate, you won't get your chance. It's a good result. We have beaten Fulham 3-0. Hopefully that's the ball rolling again as we stay in 6th. We've just dragged Fulham a bit closer to us as we're in the playoffs by that point. Very, very close. Very close. But it looks close between everyone, to be fair. I mean, when we were chasing the playoffs last time out, it was pretty even Stevens. This time... no, it wasn't even Stevens, should I say. This time it is. Cookie returning almost from injury. That's good. Just need Ben Waine to join him. As it's old Barnsley next. Told Barnsley. As we've got to try and beat these. Ben Waine, yes, still not recovered at all. All these players in the reserves not really getting a sniff in at the moment. Paradella I'm going to put in. Scales has dropped to the bench. Kind of big time now. Do we put Coxey in for Ilayoff? Maybe. Had a bit of promise at the end. And of course it is a simulation against Barnsley, who aren't bottom of the league. They're actually 47 points, which is very good for the Reds. 14th in the league. Maybe the points doesn't reflect the position. Very, very good going. So we've got to be on his best to beat them. Quick simulation. Can we get it? Oh, we've drawn. We've drawn. Ajeti and Coxey with ours. As I have as well forgot to... I've just remembered at the end of the episode to put the names above players' heads, which I said I would do. As that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. We wanted to be challenging for automatic promotion. Now we fall out of the playoffs. However, there's a game in hand, but still, with the way we've been going, we haven't really been on the greatest form. And it's Bristol City that we play next, away from home. I don't think that looks promising at all, do you? I mean, we are still, if we win that game, 5 points off the automatic, should I say. Still, we should be better. We should be a lot better than we're doing at the moment. I think we're into potentially the final running of the season a little bit here. We have 5 games there, plus 1 of them. We've got 2 episodes left, plus the playoffs if we get into them. It's getting exciting. And it's also getting to the point we've got to start winning the games. As thank you guys for watching this one. It's going down to the wire. World Cup, Grimsby. I'm loving them both, as I hope you guys do as well. Of course, like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on as well so you don't miss anything in the future. As I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care of yourselves in a bit. And peace.